Hello everyone. This video is for aiding users with the DPOinBOX tool. The operational lifecycle is for privacy management is about how an organization should assess risk in the processes, protect by having a risk mitigation plan, sustain the privacy program, and respond to stakeholder queries and breaches, if any. The focus of this video is on sustain. Sustain has three components: monitor, audit, and communications. In this video, we shall cover the communication aspect of sustain. Communication has two components. One is on the training and general communications with respect to personal data protection. The other is with distributing the relevant policies and procedures with respect to data protection. Let me show how a DPO can ensure the employees in the organization are kept updated with information on training, policies, articles related to data protection. From the home screen of DPOinBOX, you just click on sustain. First, let me show the training and general communications part. So let's say you as a DPO have read an article in the newspaper, which you would like everyone to know. If not everyone, at least let's say if it's on GDPR and you have a team that's just focused on the European market, at least you want them to know about it. You scan the article and you save it in the system library. And so let's see how that can be sent to those team members. So you click on training and communications, and in that you click on new communications. And then you say, interesting article in the newspaper today. And you might want to just give a quick GDPR update in the news today. Save it. And then create the new entry, right? So you want that to reach them today itself. So you click on 8. Then let's say you want them to have this information available only till say the month end. So otherwise you can, if you leave it open, then it's there all along. Then you choose the recipient list. So let's say these 3 people are the ones focused on the European market. So you want them to definitely read it. So mandatory quick read. And then you save this. And then you want to attach the article, right? So you want to add the evidence. And let's say this is, you read it in the Straits Times. Just looking for where I've saved it. Yeah, there you go. So the evidence is added, and then it immediately goes into all the 3 people who have been selected to receive it, right? So that's how the communication, general communications is done. And let's say as another context would be, let's say you as a DPO, you have contracted a privacy consultant, maybe it's Karthik from Straits Interactive, and you want him to conduct training on GDPR, right? So that's the in thing these days, the gold standard. And so you arranged with Karthik, and a new training dates have been fixed. And so you want, again, the stakeholders to know about it. So again, you give a name to it. You can say GDPR training, description, update on the new GDPR principles. Then again, as before we saw, it's a new entry, and then start date is when you have set the training date, right? Let's say you have set it on 21st, and then it's just for 2 days. So 21st and 22nd attendee list. As we saw earlier, these 3 people are focused on GDPR market, and you want them mandatorily to attend. Save that. And then you might want to, as to demonstrate accountability and to show evidence that these people have attended it, you might want to, upload the attendance list. And if you have some of the training material, again, you can add that as an evidence, as we saw in the earlier one, where we send the communications to the team. So that's the thing on training and general communications. So let me show you the other aspect, which is the distributing the policies, right? Let's say these days it's all work from home, and because the way the nature of working has changed, so there might be a business continuity management policy update by the organization. So with that in mind, let's say how a DPO updates every employee with respect to distribution of the policies. So we just clicked on the policies distribution, and then you want to start a new campaign. And the campaign name is BCM update. Describe the campaign, new policies with respect to business continuity management. You can see if you can if you want to allow the employees to download the document, you can allow them to do it by clicking on this. Else, you just leave it open, so they would not be able to download it, but they would be definitely able to see it. Let's say, and so you choose the right document. So this was the policy for Singapore organizations on the BCM. Click on the next. It's optional, so you can leave it. Then you can greet your, or even you can say BCM update on the subject if you want to catch the attention. Mandatory read before 10th July, because it's something very, very important. So you don't want to give too much of time for people to just sit on it. So DP office, click on next. There you go. So you want all staff to read this. So it's an all staff. You click on the all staff recipient list, and this gives you an overview of the campaign that you want to run. Click on start campaign once you found that to be good, and there you go. So the campaign is running right now, and if someone comes and says, hey, I've not received it, you have the ability to just copy the URL and send it to them. The pie chart shows you who all have, how many people have been sent to, and as and when people start reading it, then the color of those many gets changed to the green color. And if none of them, it's not changed for quite a few days, you might want to resend the campaign as a reminder, as a tap on the shoulder for them to go through it again, right? So in a very, very, very short and quick steps, you're able to disseminate the new policies that keep coming up, and more importantly, have a record of who has opened the policy again, which is an evidential proof from an accountability standpoint to the regulators and to the executive office of the organization, right? So let me get back to my PowerPoint deck. So in summary, the DPO must keep all the employees updated with the policies, the training programs, and the general information with respect to personal data protection for running a robust data protection management program. The DPOinBOX tool helps the DPO achieve it with just a few clicks, as we saw it. Evidence of the activity is captured every time by the system, and that clearly demonstrates accountability to the regulators and to the stakeholders within the organization. You can sign up for a free account at www.DPOinBOX.com or request a full demo of the tool by sending me an email, which you see at the bottom of the screen. Until I see you in the next video, stay safe, stay protected.